thank you for your infinite love, guidance, and protection, Spirit. Please use me as a conduit of light to deliver this message to whoever needs to hear it. Wow. It's interesting because I've been getting this same message all week in meditation for peace and serenity. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to read it from the book this time because I've drawn this card a couple times now this week, which means that energy is really potent in the air. And you know what? We need to hear what Spirit is trying to bring through. So let's actually read it from the book this time instead of just off the cuff here. In this crazy, hectic world we live in, peace and serenity may be more precious than gold and rarer than the most exotic gemstone. Most of us start running from the moment we get up, fueling ourselves with caffeine so we can keep going when we're exhausted, racing from the demands of work to the demands of home with very little downtime. When we do relax, we often do it in front of some kind of electronic screen, television or computer or phone. Eventually, this constant stimulation begins to wear us down like water on a stone, unless we purposely allow ourselves the occasional break for true peace and serenity. Action. Meditation is a great way to achieve peace and serenity. But if you're not a fan, you can go for a walk by the ocean or a stream if you're lucky enough to live near one. Listen to ocean sounds on a recording while sitting quietly, or even sit by an indoor fountain and simply breathe while listening to the soothing rhythm of the water. However you choose to do it, giving yourself even 15 minutes a day to simply do nothing can help you find the energy to do everything life demands of you the rest of the time. Divination. The card is probably an indication that you are in a serious need of some peace and serenity, and maybe a nap. If you have been feeling particularly frazzled and pushed to your limits lately, this card is a reminder to stop for a moment and connect with water in some way that will help you to relax. You can use some of the suggestions above, do the magical work below, or just stand outside in the rain and let it wash away your troubles. But it is definitely time to make an effort to chill out and to take a break. Magic. Sometimes we forget that we can use water in the simplest of ways by drinking it. If you are in need of some peace and serenity, try making some magical water. Start with a glass of water, the purer the better. You can use a glass jar if you have pets who might get into it, and then pour it in a glass later. If you want, you can put a clean quartz or an amethyst crystal in the bottom, or a sprig of fresh rosemary or lavender. Leave it out overnight where the moon will shine on it. If you're going to put it outside, definitely use a jar. As you do the preparations, keep in mind the intention of the creating water for use in peace and serenity work. Then, when you use the water the next day, hold it up to the sky and say, God and Goddess, power of water, please bless and consecrate this water for positive use, that it may bring me peace and serenity with every drop I drink. Then sip it slowly, feeling the calm filling you with every sip. Wow, that is why Spirit wanted me to read that, because this energy truly is to allow yourself to rest and take a break and go into this meditative cocoon-like state where you're taking care of yourself. Whoever this reading is for, you are burnt out. You are completely burnt out, and it's time to take a break. It is time to take a break. A stubborn, aggressive person. So maybe you're very stubborn about taking a break. A lot of times, if we have the childhood wound of performing in order to feel loved, performing in order to feel validated, feeling like your worth is based on what you do and your productivity, that can create a very stubborn energy that prevents us from coming into this space of peace and serenity and relaxation, because we feel like there's never going to be a time where everything's done, where I can actually be at peace. And that's what we have to understand. That to-do list will never end. There will always be one more thing to add to the to-do list, right? Especially if you're a parent or you have people who depend on you. There's always something more to do. But if we don't prioritize this self-care and filling our own cup, it really will inhibit us in ways where we can't serve. We can't take care of those people who do depend on us because we're so burnt out. We're trying to give from an empty cup. And that's challenging, and it's hard to recognize it in yourself and to be able to correct those changes, because sometimes it just looks like, oh, well, I'm just paying the bills and taking care of people, right? But we don't prioritize our own self-care. We don't prioritize ourselves, and then we become this miserable, depressed person, right? And so, yeah, that's what Spirit's saying right now. Get out of those stubborn ways and allow the universe to take care of you. Like, fall into that peace and serenity when you get connected through meditation or through just taking a walk in nature. Or what suggestion did they have? They said to sit in a room with ocean sounds or listen to a small fountain in the room. A message of concern. Spirit is really worried about you right now. Like, are you really that stubborn? You don't want to take a break right now? Oh, I understand you have bills to pay, and I understand that there are things that need to get done, but this is more important right now, is what Spirit's saying. This is more important. Your self-care is more important than whatever, all these responsibilities that have to get done. And how can you, like, cut back on things that you don't have to do, right? Think about how you can switch your lifestyle around in order to honor yourself, honor your own health, honor your own needs on a physical, emotional, mental level, so that you're able to be a better person for yourself and others. So you're able to give to this world from a cup that's overflowing, from a bright, shining light, not a dim, depressed, burnt out person. Went flying. Elevate your energy. Wow, I've been getting so many repeat cards, and I shuffle the crap out of these decks. So there's just a certain energy in the air where Spirit really, really needs us to take care of ourselves right now. I think the energy is just super potent. We have all these flares coming off the sun. We have the Schumann going crazy. We have whatever impact that third eye atlas is. Like, I have no idea, guys. I'm humble enough not to even try to make a guess, but all we can do is sit and watch and wait and see what happens. But regardless to say, these energies are intense right now. Jamaica basically just got wiped out by a hurricane, a day or two ago. It's wild out there, guys. The energy is no joke. There is this transition happening on an individual level and en masse. And so, like, you see the masses and the systems and everything breaking down. So we're collectively breaking down, but also on an individual level, like I said. So anything that's not going to serve you going into this higher timeline needs to be let go of. And it's probably burning you out and convincing you that you don't deserve a break. And that's just trauma. Because peace and serenity should be the default. We shouldn't be living our lives dreading waking up every morning. We shouldn't be living our lives so programmed that we feel like we can't take a break. We're not allowed. That's a prison, lack, fear mindset. And we really have to come into this space of clarity, but we can't get there until we start taking care of ourselves, period. And that's what Spirit's trying to say. You got to take care of yourself. It's time. It's time to step up and respect yourself. You want people to respect you? Respect yourself. They will approach you in a whole other way. You will walk with an energy that is just, you don't have to set boundaries. The energy itself is setting the boundary. That's what happens when you start to respect yourself. And then you start to be respected by people, and it's like, whoa. And it wasn't the people pleasing that got you the respect. It wasn't that earning your worth that got you respect. It wasn't that at all. It was you taking care of yourself, you honoring your own boundaries, you understanding that you want to come from the highest good of all. And sometimes that doesn't look like what the Matrix thinks is the highest good of all, because usually that's some type of codependency. Fox Spirit strategy. Employ the power of your vision and long-term planning to bring your ideas to life. So once you get into this space where you're cup is overflowing because you finally stop being stubborn and you're taking a break from the things that drain you, there will be strategies that you will receive from being quiet in those meditative space. Those intuitive hits will come and you'll be able to employ these strategies, and it won't be difficult. It won't feel like that hustle culture. It won't feel like that burnout culture. It's going to feel very different. It's going to feel like intuitive hits from the universe that's giving you on a moment-to-moment basis the next step you need in order to move forward. These strategies of that you will employ for your long-term vision. And you don't know what that is, because that's what happens when you go on a spiritual journey and you start connecting to spirit and having insane amounts of faith and living in the moment. You don't get to know what's next, but it doesn't matter, because you already know that you're taken care of, and whatever's next is of whatever the universe has for you, because you've surrendered to that and stopped trying to control every move in your life with your ego. You know it's going to be okay. You know that Spirit's got your long-term vision in mind in every step that you take in the co-creation that you have with it. So you're going to listen to Spirit and bring those ideas to life. Those ideas will come alive when you start loving and taking care of yourself, setting healthy boundaries with the matrix, people in it, jobs in it, family in it, whoever's in it, whatever's in it, addictions in it. All those things in the matrix, when you start setting healthy boundaries and letting go, then you get quiet, you let your cup overfill because you're taking care of yourself. You get yourself in this correct mindset. You stop being stubborn, and you stop arguing for your own limitations by saying you have to do things that you actually don't. You're just choosing. That's what you're choosing. That's the life you're choosing. You either stay in your comfort zone or you have the courage to connect to Spirit. And once you're connected, you don't even need all the courage. Why? Because you have the faith, and you know that this universe is going to co-create with you, and you don't have anything to worry about because your back is always covered. Wealth of power. Maintain kindness, accumulate wealth, and preserve when faced with difficulties. So that is so parallel with this strategies card, because when you're going through this transition, it's saying maintain kindness. What that really means is maintain your authentic version of you with those healthy boundaries. Move with respect, move with integrity, and you will accumulate wealth and preserve. When you're faced with difficulties, you will be ready because you have already implemented that strategy. And honestly, this buffalo spirit here is really saying, like, if you have the courage to come out of this stubborn energy where Spirit is really like, come on, like, what are we doing here? I'm giving you the messages, but you're not quiet enough to receive what I'm trying to bring through here. You're not taking care of yourself, so you're in a vibrational place to receive, right? But if you do this, and you will, guys, you will. You just need a little push. You need a little reminder sometimes, and that's okay. I'm here for it. When you do that, Spirit will come through with the guidance. Spirit will come through with the protection. You are always taken care of. Everything's working out for you. And as long as you're looking out for you, Spirit's looking out for you in all space and time, even when you're not taking care of yourself and your burnout. That's why Spirit's coming through with this message of concern. That's what this is right now. It feels like Spirit's a little bit concerned because the stubbornness has gone too far. And now you're burnt out and you need to take a break. And that's why this repeated card has come out, because I don't think I've read it from the book yet until this reading now, but this is probably the third time this has come out this week. And I shuffle those cards good, which means Spirit is trying to send a message to whoever's coming to these readings, that you need to relax, you need to get quiet, you need to be able to receive what Spirit has to say to you right now. You need to be able to receive the intuitive nudges so you can transition into this new timeline. There's a very fresh timeline coming since this past new moon. There's a very fresh timeline, and you want to be on it, guys. You want to be on that timeline. You don't want to be stubborn, trying to hold on to this past version of yourself, to these past people, to this past job, whatever it is that you've been holding on to. You need to let go. And you need to rest, and you need to take care of yourself. You need to sit in your nest, and you need to nurture yourself and your little eggs in your little home, and you need to rest so you're able to come out with a full cup overflowing to co-create with the universe, okay? Just relax, guys. Good Lord. It's okay. Don't let the matrix make you feel like you're obligated to every little thing. Don't be emotionally manipulated by family, coworker, friends. Honor what's for you. Wow, that card really wants to come out, so I'm not even going to shove it back in there. Okay, let's see. I trust what I can't explain but feel deeply. And that's just it. Like right now, you can't see what's coming right now. You can't see what's coming down the pike, and that's okay. Because deep down, you know it's working out for you. You know Spirit has your back. You know that everything is there waiting for you. The wealth is there. It's all there. The peace, the serenity is already there. You just have to embody it and step into it. And I know that's difficult coming out of this timeline that tells you the opposite, that tells you need to hustle, that tells you need to get up extra early, that praises you for lack of sleep because you're a hustler. It's crazy, guys. Everything in that matrix is inverted. And when you can get quiet and see how what was the Bob Marley quote? Realizing needing nothing is when I found everything. It's something along those lines. I know that's not what it is verbatim, but the moral of the story is like everything is within you. You don't need anything. Like you can be fulfilled all inside of yourself, and that does take that healing process of peeling back the layers and becoming this better version of yourself and wanting that and embodying that and just coming into it. Saying this is the person that I want to be, and there's no one or no thing or no situation or no job or no circumstances they're going to keep me from getting quiet, listening to Spirit and following my intuition into whatever that may be. And it's probably different for every single person watching this video. It is different because you're all very different people. You're different souls who have a unique soul blueprint, and you came in here to do something specific. Wow, I guess we're not supposed to have a card from there. Let's close out with one of these. Gratitude and thanks. So this is this energy that we need to embody. Just after we get into this space where we've taken care of ourselves, then we need to hold this frequency of gratitude and thanks. Because what is that? That is the receiving mode. That is co-creation. That is telling the universe, I like this. Please give me more. And that's the energy you're putting out there. Like it's a magnet, right? So you're saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the universe is saying, okay, I have more of that for you. Because that's how it works. That's how energy works. What you put out is what you get back. It's the law of attraction. And sometimes when we're in that space of transition, it's hard to be in an energy of gratitude because we are grieving our past. We are grieving who we used to be. We are grieving cutting cords and connections with other people. So coming into this space of gratitude, oh yeah, it's all nice to say, just love and light and be positive and be grateful and all that. Yeah, that's very easy. A lot of people want to spiritually bypass. Sounds good, but deep down, the truth is all in your energy. It's all all that gunk you refuse to face is still there. It's still there and it will come up, right? And so when it does come up, how can we take care of ourselves? How can we not go into burnout trying to perform to prove our worth to this world when really we have nothing to prove to anyone? All we really have to do is take care of ourselves so then we can get quiet, hear Spirit, and then embody this energy of gratitude in order to receive and co-create into our experience the life that we want. And that's what Spirit's saying, we got you. Okay, so we need you to stop selling your soul to the matrix and getting burnt out, because that's what it is. That's where you're putting your energy. That is your currency, your energy. That is wherever you're putting it is where you're selling it, right? So if you're selling it to the matrix, or you're selling it to yourself, but you don't have to sell it to yourself because you already have it. So what you're doing is you're filling your own cup when you're putting your energy into you, and then you can embody that energy of gratitude and thanks, and so you're able to receive more and more and more, and continue to embody that even in the hard times. Where can I find gratitude? Where can I be appreciative? What can I be grateful for? And there's a lot of things to be grateful for. Can you walk on two legs today? Really break it down to the simple stuff. If you are in that place where you just feel like a victim, I understand. I've been there many times. That's okay. Be grateful for the small stuff. I'm grateful that I can walk. I'm grateful that I'm able to hear, right? There's a lot of like just simple things that we take for granted. And when we are in really dark places, that's what the focus needs to be. And then as you expand out of those places, or you heal from those wounds, you're able to come into more gratitude about more things. That's why affirmations, gratitude journals, things like that, they're so healing. They're so healing because they're helping rewire your brain to come into and embody a frequency that is of receiving. And receiving not in a selfish, egoic way, receiving that love from the universe. What will fulfill me to the most? And usually that's some beautiful mission that you signed up to come in and fulfill. And you don't even realize that that's what's going to make you the happiest. It's not some big mansion that you always dreamed, or a big fancy wedding. It's not any of those things. It's that mission that you came to fulfill in service. In expanding and in expressing your unique blueprint of a soul that you came in here as, choosing who you are, choosing your birth time, choosing your numerology, everything, so you could be this unique individual and embody a certain energy that would bring something different to this universe, because that's how we help it expand. Our differences, our authenticity shining, so we each bring something different to the table. And when you bring it all together, it's this beautiful, harmonic, coexistent, co-creative, magical experience that you can have with others who are also brave enough to detach from these things in the matrix that are burning them out, and able to become their most authentic selves and put it out there too. You will attract those people, and you will create the new earth together. And that's why we came here. And we have to keep that in mind, because sometimes we're so caught up in the hamster wheel of things and burning out for the matrix that we lose sight of what we really came here for. So yeah, guys, I love you so much. This was a beautiful reading. Please take care of yourselves. This was a message of concern from Spirit. I know, I'm stubborn too. And I understand, but right now it's critical time. It's critical time in this transition on Earth, and we really need all hands on deck. So take care of yourself so you can really connect to Spirit and see where you need to be on your journey in any given moment. All right, guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.